press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome back to the video classes. In the previous class, we discussed about the naming of common and the IUPAC names of some organic compounds containing different functional groups like amides, cyanides, isocyanides and also nitro compounds. Today let us move on to the part 29 of the chapter Organic Chemistry, some basic principles and techniques. So today let us move on to the next topic. It is the IUPAC nomenclature of bifunctional compounds. Bifunctional compound. So, before going to the rules, IUPAC rules of naming the organic compounds, that is bifunctional compounds, let us consider what do you mean by bifunctional compounds. Very simple. As the name gives, organic compounds containing two functional groups are called bifunctional compounds. Here bi stands for containing two functional groups, and those two functional groups may be, the first one, it may be double bond or triple bond along with the functional group, one functional group. So, organic compound may contain either one double bond or one triple bond along with one functional group. Then the compounds are also called bifunctional compounds, or the organic compounds may contain double bond and triple bond. It may contain double and a triple bond because multiple bonds are also considered as functional groups. They are nothing but the secondary functional groups. Therefore, the compounds may also contain double bond and a triple bond. So, then such type of compounds. So, if a compound containing either one multiple bond and a functional group, or the two multiple bonds, one is double and the triple bonds, and the third one, it may containing any two functional groups. So, these are also called bifunctional compounds. So, the bifunctional compounds means organic compounds containing two functional groups, may be the functional group and a multiple bond, or it may be two multiple bonds, or it may be two functional groups. And when we come to two functional groups here, or the multiple bonds, it may be same or different. It means to say it may containing two double bonds, or it may containing two triple bonds. So, maybe two double bonds or maybe two triple bonds, then also they are called bifunctional compounds. And two functional groups, and these two functional groups may be same or different. So, it may containing two alcoholic functional group, or it may containing two aldehyde functional groups, or it may containing one alcohol functional group and one aldehyde functional group. So, like that we can call all these compounds as bifunctional compounds. Whenever organic compound containing more than two functional groups, if it containing more than two functional groups, if a given organic compound, if it contains more than two functional groups, then they are called polyfunctional compounds. What they are called? Polyfunctional compounds. Remember, if more than two functional groups are present in a given organic compounds, then we can call those compounds as polyfunctional compound. So let us move on to the IUPAC nomenclature of bifunctional organic compounds and polyfunctional organic compounds, and what are all the rules that we need to follow while naming such compounds. So there are some simple rules while naming, we need to follow while naming the bifunctional compounds and the polyfunctional compounds. So I think you understood this. What do you mean by bifunctional compounds? What do you mean by polyfunctional compounds? So containing two functional groups, the compounds are called bifunctional. If it is more than two functional groups, then they are called polyfunctional compound. So let us move on to the IUPAC naming of bifunctional compound. So let us consider see here, if first one, if multiple bond, double or a triple bond and one functional group, if it is present in a given compound. So the first condition, if either one double bond or a triple bond and one functional group, if it is present in a given organic compound, then we have to give the preference for functional group. How to give the preference for functional group? After the selection of the parent carbon chain, you have to give lowest possible number to the functional group, not to the multiple bonds. If the compound of this type CH3, CH, double bond CH, CH2, CH2, OH. If this is the compound given, see here, this is functional group and it is a multiple bond. Now if this is the case, we need to give the preference for functional group. So we need to give the locants, lowest possible number to the carbon carrying the functional group. So in this case, we need to give the locants or the numbers to the selected carbon chain from right to left, not from left to right. Okay. So if you give the number from left to right, this carbon carrying multiple bond gets the number 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the number 5 is allotted for the carbon which carrying a functional group. Now if we give the number from this end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have given preference for the carbon carrying the functional group, which is a functional group that is alcoholic functional group, that gets the lowest possible number 1 and the multiple bond gets the locant 3. So this one is correct. On the basis of that, we can say, so we are giving preference for functional group when a compound containing multiple bond and a functional group. This is the one case where we can come across bifunctional compounds. Instead of double bond, there may be a triple bond in the given compound. Now in a second point, if two similar functional groups are present, if two similar functional groups are present, then, so functional groups are present, then how to name that? So while naming the organic compounds which containing two similar functional groups, example, so first one, it may be two double bonds. If two double bonds are present, then we need to use the suffixes. So for functional groups, we need to use the suffixes here. So here there is no problem. We are giving the preference for functional group by assigning lowest possible number. But in this case, when two similar functional groups are present, the suffixes are very, very important. While giving the suffixes, for example, when two double bonds are present, we need to add a small prefix to the primary suffix and the secondary suffix. And here, when double bonds are present in IUPAC nomenclature, so we had to give primary suffix for double bonds. "-ene" is the primary suffix. Before "-ene", we had to use a prefix called di, then it becomes diene. So we need to give diene. So we are prefixing the primary suffix by using the prefix di. Di stands for presence of two double bonds, and at the same time we have to give the position of both the double bonds. We have to give the position of both the double bonds by using locants, and again we have to follow lowest sum rule. While allotting the numbers, we need to consider the lowest sum rule, and we have to give the position of both the double bonds by using the lowest possible number, and we need to give the prefix to the primary suffix "in" as di. Di is the prefix that we can use for the primary suffix. So now IUPAC nomenclaturally, if a compound containing two or more similar substituent groups anta helತೀವಿ. So whenever a compound containing two or more substituent groups, ಅಲ್ಲಿ prefix ಗೆ ನಾವು di, tri, tetra ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ prefixes ನ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. So for example, if a given organic compound containing 3 methyl groups, methyl groups means they are similar, right? So when there are 3 methyl groups are there, we are using trimethyl. When 2 methyl groups are there, we are using dimethyl along with the locants, where the locants gives the position of both the methyl groups or the 3 methyl groups. Like that, when two similar functional groups, two double bonds if it is present, we need to use the prefix to the primary suffix and the secondary suffix. Since 2 here, the common prefix is di. So similarly, if two triple bonds are present, then we have to use diene. So ine is the primary suffix for triple bond, and we are using the prefix di before the primary suffix. And third one, if two OH groups are present, OH group means it belongs to alcohols, right? When two alcoholic groups are present, then you have to use diol. So diol, OL is the secondary suffix for the OH functional group. So this is about the presence of two double bonds, two triple bonds, and two alcoholic functional groups. But now remember, if functional groups containing carbon atoms, so functional groups containing carbon atoms means it may be aldehyde group, correct? Aldehyde group, acid group, carboxylic acid group, ketone group, ester group, amide group, and acid chloride group. So these are the functional groups which containing carbon atoms. So the functional groups containing carbon atoms, if it is present 2 in a given organic compound, for example, if 2 CHO group is present, 2 COOH group is present, 2 ketone group, and 2 ester group, and 2 amide group, and 2 COCl, that is acid chloride groups, if it is present in a given organic compound, here also we have to use the prefix di before the secondary suffix of these functional groups. So what is the secondary suffix for aldehyde group? It is diol, dioic acid, okay, dione, dioate, OAte is the secondary suffix for ester, diamide, okay, and dioil chloride. So we had to use the prefix di before the secondary suffix of these functional groups. But there is one difference using these two here. The presence of two functional groups which containing carbon atoms. While naming such bifunctional compounds, remember you had to consider the carbon atoms of both the functional groups which containing carbon atoms to the root word. Very, very important. So, when similar two functional groups containing carbon atoms, if it is present in a given compound, so two similar functional groups which containing carbon atoms, if it is present in a given organic compound, then we have to consider the carbon atoms of both the functional groups to the root word. Clear? So, aldehyde functional group ಅಥವಾ acid functional group ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆ ಎರಡೂ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಟೂ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. When two similar functional groups are present. So, when two similar functional groups are present, just you have to add prefix di before the primary suffix and the secondary suffix. And if a functional group containing carbon atom, then we have to consider the carbon atoms of the functional groups to the root word when two similar functional groups are present. Clear? Now, let us move on to the third point here. In this case, third one, write down these, note down our points. Now, third point here, if two different functional groups are present. Two different functional groups are present. So, this third one is very very important. Two different functional groups are present. Then, how to name the organic compound. So, whenever the given organic compound containing two different functional groups on the basis of priority, so in IUPAC nomenclature there is a priority table. What do you mean by priority table? Priority table means we are giving priority to the functional groups in the decreasing order, which means to say if organic compound containing aldehyde group and also COOH group, when two functional groups are present, to which we need to give the preference. So, out of aldehyde and COOH, we need to give the preference for COOH group. What do you mean by preference? By allotting a lowest possible number. Not only that, one condition is also there on the basis of priority. So, in IUPAC naming of organic compounds, especially the bifunctional compounds or the polyfunctional compounds, we have to follow the priority table. So, on the basis of this priority for the functional groups, so here when aldehyde and a COOH group is present, we are giving the preference for COOH group, which means to say the priority goes to COOH group. So, there is a decreasing order of priority of the different functional groups. I am going to give that priority table later. So, on the basis of priority table, on the basis of priority for the functional groups, so one of the functional groups present in an organic compound is selected as principal functional group. So, one of the functional groups, out of two functional groups, you have to select one functional group as a principal. So, the very important principal functional group, one of the functional groups in a given organic compound is selected as a principal functional group, and while selecting one of the functional groups as a principal functional group, you have to follow the priority table. Clear? So, if two different functional groups are present in a given organic compound on the basis of priority, so one of the functional groups is selected as a principal functional group, When we select one of the groups as a principal functional group, then we need to give, or we have to write the secondary suffix for that functional group. So ಈಗ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವೇನು ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ, one of the functional groups present in an organic compound is selected as a principal functional group, and for that we have to consider the same secondary suffix for the functional group, and we have to add the secondary suffix for the principal functional group, and it is left with one more functional group and the second functional group or any other functional group if it is present. So in case of bifunctional compound, one will be the principal functional group and it is left with only one functional group. If it is a polyfunctional compound, then only one functional group is the principal functional group and remaining groups are called. So the remaining groups are nothing but secondary functional group or groups. For bifunctional compound, we left with only one secondary functional group, but in case of polyfunctional compounds, we left with more than one secondary functional group. So make this point very clear. So if two different functional groups are present, then on the basis of priority or on the basis of priority table, one of the functional groups present in an organic compound is considered as a principal or is selected as a principal functional group, and for that we have to add secondary suffix in the IUPAC name, secondary suffix in the IUPAC name, and other functional groups left in the given organic compound are selected as secondary functional groups or secondary functional group. For secondary functional groups, we have to add what? Prefix. We have to add prefix, or we need to consider the remaining functional groups as substituent groups. So we have to treat these functional groups as substituent groups. So ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಒಂದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ. ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, IUPAC ನೇಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಉಳಿದಿರುವಂಥ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Secondary functional groups andre we have to treat these functional groups as a substituent groups. Andre iga methyl, chlorine, bromine avella substituent groups idave, nitro. Adhe tara functional groups annu kuda substituent groups agi treat ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So when the functional groups or the secondary functional groups are treated as a substituent groups, then we need to give the prefixes. So we need to give the prefixes. Prefix yavaga bifunctional compound. More than two functional groups iddaga you will get more than one prefixes. So along with other substituent groups, secondary functional groups are also acts as substituent groups. So I'll give the example here. As I said, that is CH3, CHCHO, CH2, COOH. So look at here, there are two functional groups. Try to identify the functional groups here. One is COOH group, another one is CHO group. On the basis of priority, the priority is given to COOH group. Carboxylic acid's functional group gets the highest priority. So on the basis of that, COOH is principal functional group. Principal functional group. Okay, we have to treat COOH group as a principal functional group, and whenever this group becomes principal functional group, we have to take secondary suffix for the COOH group. Correct? What is the secondary suffix for COOH group? The same secondary suffix oic acid. We have to add the same secondary suffix called oic acid. Now the organic compound is left with one more functional group, that is CHO, and its priority is less compared to COOH group. Then this functional group becomes secondary functional group. Then CHO group becomes now secondary functional group, and for secondary functional group we have to use prefix. ಸಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, AL ಅಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ CHO ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ priority. Therefore we have to consider this CHO as a secondary functional group. Now we have to treat this CHO as a substituent group like that of methyl ethyl group. Methyl ethyl group hegide ade tara navu treat ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Therefore for this we have to use a prefix. The prefix for aldehyde group is formyl. What is the prefix that we can use? Formyl. AL ಅಂತ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಈಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಪ್ರಿಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕಲಿತು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆದಾಗ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ prefix. What is the prefix for aldehyde group? Formyl. And remember one point, when two functional groups here CHO and COOH both containing carbon atoms, ಎರಡು functional group ಅಲ್ಲಿ carbon atoms ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಎರಡು functional group ಅಲ್ಲಿ carbon atoms ಇದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ functional group principal functional group ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ functional groupನ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ನ ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡಿಗೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ remember this point, it is very important. When two functional groups which carrying carbon atoms are present in a given organic compound, the functional group, if it is considered as a principal functional group, ಯಾವ functional group principal functional group ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ, the carbon atom of that principal functional group is considered for the root word. We have to add that carbon atom to the root word. But the functional group which carrying a carbon atom, if it is a secondary functional group, then we have to treat that as a substituent group, and the carbon atom present in that functional group is not considered to the root word. Clear this point? So ಎರಡು functional groups ಅಲ್ಲಿ carbon atoms ಇದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ principal functional group ಯಾವುದು? COOH group. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ನ ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡಿಗೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ CHO ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ತರ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ನ ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡಿಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಟು ದ ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಅದೇ ಎರಡು ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ಆಸಿಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ? ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ಟೂ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್, ಇಫ್ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್, the carbon atom of a principal functional group is considered to the root word, but the carbon atom of a secondary functional group is not considered to the root word. We need to treat it as a substituent group. ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ substituent group ಆಗಿ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ನ ನಾವು ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡಿಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡಿಗೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಫಾಲೋ ವೈಲ್ ನೇಮಿಂಗ್ bifunctional compounds or the polyfunctional compounds. So remember, so whenever the double and a triple bonds are present, there may be a presence of double and a triple bonds. So or one functional group, if it is present, we have to give the preference for functional group. How to give the preference? By allotting the lowest possible number. And when multiple bond, if a double and a triple bonds if present, then first comes ene and then comes ine. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಟು ಈನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಟು ಐನ್. Okay, now second point, if two similar functional groups are present ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, then we need to use the prefix di before ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸ್. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸಿನ ಮೊದಲು ನಾವೊಂದು ಪ್ರಿಫಿಕ್ಸ್ನ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಡೈ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಫ್ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಇಫ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಗಿವನ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್, ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್. Now, if two different functional groups are present, then we have to follow priority table. Priority table alli enirutte, functional group na priority mele arrange madirtare. Priority goes to highest priority goes to which functional group. So we need to follow the priority table. So on the basis of priority table, one of the functional groups in a given organic compound is selected as a principal functional group, and that selected principal functional group, so you have to add secondary suffix in a IUPAC name, and the remaining functional group or the remaining functional groups are selected as secondary functional groups. And for these secondary functional groups, we have to add prefix or the prefixes in the IUPAC name, because the secondary functional groups are treated as substituent groups. And remember one more point, when two or more functional groups which carrying the carbon atoms, if it is present in a given organic compound, then the carbon atom of the principal functional group is considered or is added to the root word, but the carbon atom of a secondary functional groups are not added to the root word. We have to treat it as a substituent group like that of the methyl group. So methyl group na hege ನಾವು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ನಾವು ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡಿಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Correct? We are not considering the carbon atom of alkyl group, methyl or the ethyl group to the root word. In the same way, we need to treat the other secondary functional groups when we follow the priority table. So these points are very important. Clear? So now let us move on to what is the priority table and how we can use this priority table while naming the bifunctional compounds. And remember, this is the rule where we are using for naming bifunctional compounds and also polyfunctional compounds. Bifunctional and polyfunctional compounds na naming ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಗ priority table ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಫಿಕ್ಸಸ್ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಗೆ. ಈಗ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರಿಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸಫಿಕ್ಸ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ವೆನ್ ಎ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. So prefix na yavag use ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? When a functional group is treated as a secondary functional group, or the when we treat one of the groups as a substituent groups. ಯಾವಾಗ secondary functional group ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, that is nothing but a substituent group. So that is on the basis of priority. Clear? So when double and triple bonds, both the multiple bonds are present, we need to give the preference for double bond and then to the triple bond. And while adding the three parts of the IUPAC name, first comes in and then comes in. First comes in and then comes in. And remember, in IUPAC naming of bifunctional or the polyfunctional compounds, in IUPAC name we have only one secondary suffix. So IUPAC name alli yavaglu systematic naming means the IUPAC name of an organic compound containing only one secondary suffix, not the more than one secondary suffix. It is always only one secondary suffix. If a given organic compound containing only one secondary suffix, then we can say that IUPAC name is systematic name. Prefixes ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. So many prefixes may be there. Substituent group prefixes ಇರಬಹುದು, functional group prefixes ಇರಬಹುದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ secondary functional group ಆದಾಗ ನಾವು prefixes ಬರೀತೀವಿ. But remember, in a systematic name, IUPAC name of an organic compound may be bifunctional or polyfunctional compounds. So that IUPAC name containing only one secondary suffix. ಯಾವಾಗ IUPAC ನೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು secondary suffix ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು systematic name ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Is that clear? So the organic compound may be bifunctional or it may be polyfunctional. The IUPAC name of that organic compound containing only one secondary suffix. Now, so note down these points and let us move on to the priority table. So you need to consider this priority table while naming bifunctional compounds and the polyfunctional compounds. So I'll give that priority table in the next class, because the complete priority table you need to take. So for naming the bifunctional compounds or the polyfunctional compounds. So before going to that priority table, so you have to analyze these points while naming the bifunctional and the polyfunctional compounds. So dear children, yes, the concept is very, very vast and it is very basic to your organic chemistry, and it helps you once you confirm about the concepts, once you understand the concept well in this chapter, means you are very much means it becomes very easy for you to write the reactions and to analyze the things and the further concepts. So in second year and also in a first year. So once you identify the functional groups, its priority and its suffix and the prefix, then you can easily write the chemical formula for the given organic compound, and you can predict the properties later in a next concepts also. So yes, the concept is very vast and I'm going in detail. So it includes the competitive part concepts also. I'm doing this integrated part. So you need to learn these concepts repeatedly. You need to watch the videos, then only you can understand the rules that we are following while naming the organic compounds under IUPAC nomenclature. So once you thorough with these concepts, means it is very easy for you about the organic chemistry. So organic chemistry ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನೀವು ಪಕ್ಕ ಕಲ್ತ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸು ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನೀವು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ವಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಇದೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ನೋಡಿ ಆ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ, ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ನೋಟ್ ಆನ್ ಇಟ್. ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲೂ ನೀವು ಆ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್, ಈಗ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್. ಆ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಾಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋ ರೀತಿಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರ, ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳೋದು ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಟೇಕ್ ಎ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್, ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ನೋಟ್ ಆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ನ ನೋಡಿ, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ concept. So go through the nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds. So try to try to solve different examples while giving the IUPAC names. different examples na ತಗೊಂಡು ನೀವೇ IUPAC ನೇಮನ್ನು ಬರೆಯೋದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದ IUPAC ನೇಮ್ ಬೈ ಯೋರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ ರೂಲ್ಸ್. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ರೂಲ್ಸನ್ನು ಓದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ನೇಮಿಂಗನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಬೈ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿಸ್ concept. Okay, so I'll continue with the priority table in the next class. Thank you.